Alright, so welcome to Pbteck, and in this video I'm going to show how you can actually get free to air multi-TV FTA channels on your SuperBox decoder. So how are you going to actually get free to air multi-TV channels, whether you're already having the channels working on your FTA decoder, specifically to be SuperBox decoder, or you're about to track to get those FTA channels. Follow this tutorial, this video to the end, and you're going to know how you need to know about getting the right settings on your SuperBox decoder to get those FTA channels. So the first thing that you need to know is you have to get a stable signal from the MultiTv platform. That's the Astra 2A2B 28 degrees on the east, using the TP that I'm gonna highlight on your screen. That's 12525 vertical 30K, and you're gonna get those FTA channels on that platform. So after having a stable signal, or you don't have any idea about how to get a signal, add this TP and turn your dish to face the east, and you start turning it around to get a stable signal. So if you have a stable signal and you're already having multi-TV channels, the next thing that you have to do is to follow the steps and then rescan your decoder. Any FTA decoder that you are using at all, you can just follow the steps and then select the right option on your FTA decoder to get the right settings in place to rescan, to check whether you're gonna get some newer channels on the platform. Probably if you have scanned it for a long period of time, there are gonna be some added channels for you to get. So all you have to do is to connect the signal cable from the satellite dish into your LNB input at the back of your SuperBox decoder or any FTA decoder that you are using. At the back of every decoder, we have two different ports. We have receivers with the LNB option, that's having only decoder that can receive the satellite signal, and we have decoders that can receive both the satellite and the antenna or the digital signal. So using the SuperBox, we have two different ports at the back of your decoder. So make sure your LNB cable from the satellite dish is inserted into the LNB in port at the back of your SuperBox decoder. That's the right port to receive the satellite signal. And the next thing you have to do is to pick up your remote and you press on the menu button on the remote. So from the menu here, use the arrow keys just to navigate through the menu, the arrow top and down, left and right, to navigate through the menu, and you look for installation. So installation, here the language have been changed. I have to change it to English and then move on with the right settings. So you come to the first option as the installation, you press OK on it, and it's requesting for the default password of your SuperBox decoder, and that's 40. So you type in 0000 for it to open up, and you have the first option to be installation type. So you press OK on it, and we have the S2 and the T2. So you select the S2 for the satellite menu to open up, and the T2 is for the terrestrial antenna or the digital channel setting. So you select the S2 since we're gonna scan or track for MultiTv FTA, which is a satellite channel. So you select the S2, and we come to the antenna setting. We have different options over here: satellite list, transponder, motor setting, limit setup, DVB finder. So you come to the antenna setting, you select the antenna setting, and here I have already scanned the decoder with a given satellite folder. So you can select a different satellite folder if it happens to be that you're already having the channels on it, and all you have to do next is to perform the search to get a newer channels. You don't have to worry yourself that much since the channels are already working on your decoder. The next thing that you have to do is to perform a blind search. So whenever you come here on this page, while you're having a stable signal and you know a particular channel is working, that's the MultiTv channel is working, the next thing is to select the blue option. After coming to the antenna settings, select the blue option, and then you change the scan type to blind. You press OK to scan, and you wait for it to complete the search. So here I'm going to show you where, if you don't have the channels at all, or you want to change the satellite option over here, or if you have the channels and it's not working, maybe the settings have been changed, you have to make the right settings on it to actually get the channels running after the search. So you come to the satellite folders over here. These are the satellite folders being installed, pre-installed satellite folder with some pre-installed transponders. So the satellite that you're gonna select, that necessary not mean that you are tracking for the same satellite. It's just a satellite folder. So all you have to do is to add the right TP and then make sure you are getting a signal from that TP that you just added. And you can also even create your own satellite folder and add the TP. So we're gonna select the Arabsat 30 degrees 30.5e to do this tutorial right there. So we have the LNB type, have to be the KU band. We have the LNB frequency, have to be a universal figure. So if it's a different one, you select this particular universal figure. You come to the transponder. That's the most important thing, which will let you get the signal that you are looking for. So with the transponder, we are using 12525 vertical 30,000. So it's not in it. So all you have to do is to add, and with adding on this antenna settings page, there is no option to add a transponder. So you need to go back to the installation page. You press on exit and you come down to the transponder list, and here they have a selected satellite which I have already scanned the decoder with, which is the Eurotest at 28A. So you have to change it with the selected satellite folder that you prefer to scan the decoder with. So for you to select or change the satellite and then add your TP, here you need to press on the SAT button on the remote. Every given FTA recorder, there will be a different command. So just look down and then select the right command option on the remote for you to get the menu right there. So you press on the SAT option and the satellite folders have displayed. All you have to do is to select the right satellite folder that you are willing to add your TP in it to proceed to search. So here, that's the Arabsat that we're gonna use to scan. So on this page, we have to add, and with the adding of the transponder, we have to press on the red button on the remote as the indicator shows down the screen. Red to add, green to edit, yellow to delete. So press on the red button, and here we proceed by adding 12525, and we come to the symbol rate, which is the 30,000 30, and you come to the polarity. If it's H, you change it to vertical. V, you press OK, you save, you highlight it. So as you can see, you have the signal quality and the signal strength showing right there. So you have the quality to be 62%. Always make sure the signal quality is above 50% and a stable one. So it's supposed to be, if it's green, it's supposed to be green. Doesn't comes red and goes green, which means that the signal is not stable enough for you to get the channels working. Even if after performing a search, although you're gonna get some channels working, but most of the channels will not be stable. So on this page, the next thing is to scan, and for you to scan on the transponder list page, you are likely not to get the blind search option, which will allow you to get more of the channels in and around the platform that you are trying to search for. So let's press on the scan button to check the menu. What we're gonna get over here. So here we have, since the scan type have been logged only on the manual search, you have no option. Whenever you proceed, you want to get only the channel that is on the selected TP. You're not going to get some around channels on the platform. So for you to get more, you need to perform auto or blind search. So you have to press on the exit and you go to the antenna settings page. Once again, you select the preferred satellite folder which you have already added the TP and you proceed with the search. So we have that wrap start over here. We have selected it. You come to the transponder. Since you have already added on this page, you can even go straight to press on the scan option to scan, and you can also select the transponder that you just added to make sure that it's working before you proceed. So after selecting the transponder, making sure that the quality is showing, the next thing is to press on the blue option to scan. So blue to scan, and then you come down to the scan type, you change it to blind, and the channel type you can select FTA only if you don't want to waste your time to delete those unwanted scramble channels that will be coming with a dollar sign, and most of them will not be working. You can just select FTA only to sort them out without you even get to see them on your channel list. So you can also leave it on all, and you press on the start OK to proceed. So here all you have to do is to just wait for the search to complete, and you're gonna get access to the channel that is available on the platform. So it's that simple, without having a signal quality showing to be green and giving you a particular figure which is above 50%. You are likely not to get the kind of channels that you are looking for, so take note of that. So that's it. If you find this video helpful and you are new to the channel, this is your first time watching a video on this channel, you are not a subscriber yet, even if this is a multiple time watching a video and you have not subscribed, all you have to do is to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you keep coming back for more. You lose absolutely nothing by subscribing. Alright, thanks for watching, and bless up.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town.